Hi everyone, welcome back to E-commerce Success by Ad360. Today I'm going to review a store shared on the Shopify community, and I'm going to give 3 tips to the business owner to multiply their conversions by 8. If you're watching this and you have a business yourself, I'm sure you can apply some of these to your own store. So stay until the end, because at the end I will also show you how you can apply very easily these tips for your own business. Thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed this video and this channel, please consider subscribing to the channel, commenting below, and liking this video. All these steps help us grow the channel and make as many business owners happy, productive, and successful. Okay, this video is brought to you by Ad360. Ad360 is the easiest way to increase your online sales by starting ads in just one click, under 5 minutes, and with no prior preparation, with no materials, with no previous expertise. You can get a complete advertising setup up and running in less than 5 minutes, from advertising banners automatically generated to campaigns up and running all over the web. So if you'd like to learn more, please stay until the end of the video. Okay, let's jump into today's content. So we're going to review this store shared by Dank Shades on the Shopify community. And he wants feedback and criticism on their store. They're getting, it says, 24 to 34 visitors a day with ads, but they're not getting a lot of sales from what I understand. So they're already going to fix a few things like the product images and banners. We won't comment on that. They have a few checkouts with 400 views, so 2 checkouts. So when you mean checkout, is it actual sales or is it just people coming to check out? Because this you're saying also that you have some people going to check out, or are you saying you have more people? So I think you meant you have 2 sales, 2 purchases, and you have some more people going to check out but they're not following through. Okay. So before we get onto the site, I want to just give you a few figures, average figures, so that you know what you should be expecting. The average e-commerce conversion rate online is 1 to 2%. The average is closer to 2%, but that includes, a professional website that have been around for a very long time. If you're just getting started, reaching 1% is already quite nice. And then you can keep on improving that over time, of course. So conversion rate 1%, and usually the checkout rate, so people that go up until the checkout part of the process, but then they leave without completing the purchase. Usually that's about double, so that's 2 to 4%. And the add to cart, so the previous step in the funnel, is 4 to 8%. So we have each time division by 2, and so from 400 views, you should have something like 4 to 8 sales, something like 8 to 16 checkouts, and 16 to 32 add to carts. So we don't have all your figures. Having these could help us, having more clarity on the number of add to carts, checkouts, sales, could help us gauge where you should be. But so whether this is a number of sales or checkout, you could be massively improving your numbers. But anyway, let's try and aim for like an 8 times increase based on these numbers. So you should have like something like 16 checkouts if everything is right. Okay, the first advice I want to give you is you're saying some people are not following through, but it's because you're not doing international shipping and you have international buyers. So the first tip of advice is you need to target with your advertising the people that you can sell to, right? So if you're only shipping in a certain area, try to only bring people to your website from that area. So if you're running ads on the web, you can target and say, I only want to show these ads to people in New York City or in Florida or in the US or in different countries, states, or you can choose an area of interest. And we even have a feature where you can draw on the map a specific area that you want to target. This is also going to help with the conversion rate, because you're selling a very specific item. So this is the website. It's pretty cool, by the way, quite simple, but straight to the point. We understand what you're doing, what you're selling, so I like it. It's good that you're getting new pictures, but even there, I think you should be getting some results from that website if you bring the right people on it. If you bring people that are really passionate about shades and fashion and looking cool, I think you can get a pretty decent conversion rate on that website. So maybe you're also not targeting the right people, and that could decrease your add to cart rate and your checkout rate and your conversion rate. So when you're advertising, you can also advertise towards specific people. For example, if you run these ads on Vogue or Cosmopolitan or other fashion magazines online and fashion websites, you're going to have a higher interest and a higher conversion rates. And so I made a video on that topic yesterday about contextual advertising, and it's something that's super easy to do. It's actually fully automated with Ad360. So if you want to learn more, stay until the end of the video. Okay, my second tip is to improve your landing page. So I don't know if you have a dedicated landing page or if you're bringing people to this product page or to the home page. In any case, there is going to be a problem. If you bring people to your home page, there are too many steps before they can buy a product. You have this product on the home page you can buy, which is good, but this is not your main product. This is a secondary product. It's always good to have something else that you can cross-sell or upsell customers with. But your main product, which I think you're bringing people to your website from, probably is through an ad that showcases your shades, your sunglasses. You should have an ability to buy this easily from the landing page. So in case you're bringing people on the homepage, which is not great, I actually made a whole video about why not to use your homepage as a landing page, meaning the places where people land after they click on your ads. So I made the whole video about that. I link it in the description below. So the problem is they have to make too many clicks. They have to click a first time and then they get to the product page. There's too much friction. You want them to be able to buy right away. If you're using the product page as a landing page, the problem is they don't have enough information about your brand. If people land directly here, you simply don't have enough description. You need to create trust and create interest and desire for your product by explaining what's the product purpose, what are the benefits, what are its features, and the page simply does not say enough. And you actually have some pretty good stuff on the homepage, even though it's quite minimalistic. It's quite good. You know, you have the elevator lifestyle, you have these pictograms with some features which are not replicated on the product page. So you're losing out a lot of info if people don't see what's on the homepage. And another thing is, I love your About Us story. It's good that you have a link here in the middle, but it's such a shame that you don't put a small excerpt on the homepage, because very few people are actually going to click on About Us and are going to read your entire story. Very few people are doing that, perhaps less than 1% on your website. So you definitely want to have some of these elements before the link on the homepage and on the product page as well, right? So it doesn't have to be the whole thing, but you know, you just use some extract, right? Like you say, imagine if black and white were the only colors in the world, life would be so dull and boring. And that's exactly what we felt about sunglasses. We looked everywhere for a colorful piece that would reflect a friend personality, but we found none. And you know, it was then we decided to launch Dong Shade. And that's a pretty cool story, right? And you can just leave that, and then all the rest, if people want to read the full story, you know, they can click on the link. But that's a powerful story. And if people read that and say, oh, I've always felt the same thing, they're going to be more likely to buy. And without the story, I just see like a purple pair of sunglasses, right? It's not that exciting. But if you have the story, and below that you show that you have other products, even if maybe they clicked here, they land here, you want to show you have different colors. So on this product page, you want to showcase your other products. You want to showcase your t-shirt, because at no moment are you actually presenting us the opportunity to buy this t-shirt. If I do add to cart, I don't have anything here that tells me, okay, add this t-shirt. If I go to checkout, I don't think you're going to tell me, okay, you can also buy this t-shirt. So you're missing out on an opportunity to upsell your customer, right? So at least what you should do, in my opinion, just my 2 cents, is showcase that you have different colors, different products here, and below at the bottom of the page, you should definitely also put the t-shirt. And something usually people say on websites, you might also like this, and and you can put this additional product. Lastly, my third tip is, you're saying a lot of people are going to check out but then they leave. You presume it's because of the international shipping, but it could be something else. And as I said in the beginning, regardless of what you do, even if you have a very good website, high functioning website, there is going to be a certain level of friction anyway. The average abandonment rate is 75%. This means that 3 out of 4 carts are never going to be purchased. And that's a good figure. If it's bad, it could be up to 90% cart abandonment rate. So you have to make sure you can bring these people back to your website. So my third tip would be to implement retargeting. Retargeting is a certain type of ads that show your product only to people who have been on your website before, have seen your products, but left without making a purchase. And maybe they left because they had something else to do, they needed to go to somewhere, and when they come back, they don't remember the name of your website, they don't remember how what's your address, and they never find you again. And people need a certain repetition before they start noticing and remembering your brand. And studies have shown they need to see between 7 and 12 times your product before they actually make the decision to purchase it. So by using retargeting, you can show these shades to people in the area you're targeting, so only to people you can ship to and you can deliver to, and you show them these products, and you're going to bring a certain amount of them back. And actually some studies have shown that retargeting can bring as much as 25% of your carts back on the website. So that's a huge amount. So if you use retargeting, you can pretty much double your amount of people that get back to the checkout process. And if you add the little tips I gave you before with the upsells and cross-sells and giving people the opportunity to buy a second product, you're going to increase your average order value. So if you combine all these tips through retargeting and upsells and cross-sells, you can definitely multiply by 2 the number of sales you're making. If you, with the second tip I gave you about improving the landing page or the checkout process, where people need to go and what information they have access to, how much they learn about your product, its features, its benefits, you're going to increase the trust and the relationship with your viewer. You're definitely going to improve by at least 2 your conversion rate, or at least your add to cart rate. And with the first info I gave you, meaning target people in the right area, target people that can be customers, target people in the right context, the right websites, people that are into fashion, shades, colorful stuff, fun. If you target these people, you're going to have either a 2 times higher click-through rate on your ad, or you're going to have 2 times cheaper cost per click, and then you might even have a higher conversion rate on your website. So if you multiply these 2 times 2 times 2, you're going to have 8 times better results. And that's just one way of getting through that result, but I know it's definitely possible because the average number of add to carts from 400 views should be 32. So 16 to 32, but you should definitely have a lot more than what you're getting at the moment. I hope these 3 tips were helpful and that you will manage to apply some of these and increase your success, increase your number of sales. If you wonder, okay, but how can I do that? How can I target the right people in the right places? How do I make sure people land on the right page? How do I implement retargeting? The good news is you can do all of that in under 5 minutes and in just 1 click on the Shopify app. The Shopify Ad360 app is on the Shopify App Store. You can download it. There's a 14-day free trial, so you can try for yourself. And we guarantee it's going to take only a few minutes for you to get up and running with the whole advertising setup. And with only 1 click, you're going to be able to start generating advertising banners automatically with your products featuring the different shades. And when you click on them, you land directly on the product page. And we're going to run these ads automatically. So when you click on the button, not only we generate the banners, but we also start advertising campaigns. And we're going to run these ads on websites all over the web and blogs and mobile apps that are relevant to you. And we're going to automatically focus the budget on the places that bring you the most awareness, traffic, and potentially sales. So you can get better results, and all of that is automated. And last but not least, we also implement retargeting automatically. So when you start these campaigns, you have an awareness campaign started automatically, but you also have a retargeting campaign starting automatically. So you don't need to do anything else to get people retargeted and coming back to your website. And that can be a fantastic boost to results. It's been proven in numerous studies that retargeting ads perform sometimes north of 1000% return on ad spend. So that's for every $1 you put on retargeting ads, you get $10 back, which is huge. So hopefully you want to try for yourself. There's a 14-day free trial, so try for yourself. You can download the app and see how simple it is to get started with online ads. I wish you a ton of success, ton of sales, and happy customers. See you soon. Bye.